And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our setting today, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hi, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. It's a Monday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers against the Los Angeles Lakers. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge.
Avery Bradley. And the other guard position.
Everyone, thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Brent. And it's McGee in at the center position. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the two-guard spot. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us. Brent, your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with Avery Bradley. And it's McGee in at the 5. Here's James. Another shot. The shot's good from McGee.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Here's Leonard. And the rejection by James. Shot from the top of the key. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Shooting two.
That free throw good from Leonard. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
LeBron outside.
Get LeBron.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock. And James throws it down.
But that's how LeBron likes to attack. So effective at scoring on the move.
Here's Beverly. Here's the floater. And it's good on the layup.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Bradley with the bounce pass. LeBron against Leonard. Here's Green. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here is George. Count it, good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Bradley against Beverly. Now Bradley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, just an admirable job by Bradley, quickly jetting towards the defense and getting the call thanks to his aggressiveness.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
I mean, and at 6'3", Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Lakers lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Chris, when it comes to playing alongside another big guy, I'm sure you have to think of ways to complement each other. Not just him, but it's got to be a two-way street.
Yeah, but it starts with chemistry. It starts with friendship. It starts with wanting to win. And I've played with 2 big guys that come to mind that made me better. Juwan Howard there in Washington, just looking at him, throwing an oop. I would miss 2-3 shots in a row, and we'd look and he'd say, I'll get you an easy one, big fella. And I would do the same thing to him. We're playing with a guy like Vlade that would say, hey, wait a minute, Bibby or Peja didn't get a shot. Set a screen for them, and he would pass it to them. And then the next play say, now it's your turn. You're open, because they're going to go over there to those guys. We already tricked the defense ahead. So guys that are smart, guys that can pass, and also guys that'll say, hey, man, you look a little tired. Let's switch. I'll check Shaq this play.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. Morris is out there with Howard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Williams. Over Caldwell Pope. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Williams.
Whoa, that's a very big part of his game, burning the D from mid-range.
Caldwell Pope outside. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. .46 seconds left in the first half. Kuzma left side. clock at 4. Here's Rondo. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Now, here's Shamet. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Leonard. The kick out to Williams. They get it back. The pass to Caruso. Lets a floater go, and he lays it up and in. Caruso's got the lead up to 5 now for the Lakers. Hero, and it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
Beverly for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. Looking at the Lakers, Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Reminds me of me at the free throw line. They had a rough half of shooting, under 35%. Some of that was great defense, but a lot of it was poor shot selection. They've got to revise the game plan, get guys open for higher quality looks. And the shooters need to go out and execute. Man, come on!
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And so here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Here's Leonard. And that one goes long. Lakers leading by 5. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to James. Over Leonard. And James gets it to go on the assist by Bradley.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Clippers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Here's Leonard. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Bradley passes to Davis. Basket good. Davis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
George against Green. Morris outside. Pass to Beverly. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
James finds Davis.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Passes it to Beverly. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 9. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So for the Lakers right now, up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Davis. Shoots over Shamet. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. It's good. Davis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Williams. Davis with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here's James. Outside, Davis. And it's Shamet with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
Oh, he was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Now here's LeBron following the miss by Lou Williams. They get the rebound. Caruso kicks to James. Kuzma outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Danny, a strong defensive effort both individually and team. Now, how comfortable are you at that end of the floor now, knowing that you can make things tough on the opposition?
Well, we want to make them take tough shots. We're not comfortable at any point defensively, but we got to continue to be active and be aggressive and get our hands on loose balls.
It's been the mark of the Spurs for a long time, Danny. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.